Name the moment you turned away today. Tonight's question isn't whether you were afraid. Everyone was afraid of something today. Cus D'Amato spent a career training fighters on one distinction. The hero and the coward feel the exact same fear, in the exact same body, at the exact same intensity. The only difference between them is what happens next. One turns and faces it, the other turns away. So tonight's audit doesn't ask you to account for the fear itself. It asks you to account for which way you turned. Most nights skip this question entirely. They audit the schedule, what got done, what didn't, and never touch the moment underneath it, the flinch you may have covered with a reasonable-sounding excuse. But the flinch is the real data. The schedule just shows what you did. The flinch shows what you were actually afraid of doing. So find it. Somewhere today there was a small moment where fear showed up first, before the decision did. Not panic, the quiet kind. The one that sounds like, "I'll handle that tomorrow," or "Now's not really the time." That's the moment tonight is built to examine. Most of the fear worth auditing doesn't announce itself as fear at all. It shows up dressed as being reasonable, a delay that sounds sensible, a lowered ambition that sounds like maturity. D'Amato's whole point was that the feeling itself never lies about its size. Only the story you tell about it changes, and the story is where the coward's version and the hero's version quietly split off from each other. David Goggins built his entire reckoning ritual around refusing to look away from moments like that. He'd stand in front of the mirror and force himself to name, out loud, the real reason behind a limitation, not the polished version, the true one, because naming the actual fear is what turns it from something hiding in you into something you can finally use. Tim Grover trained the best athletes in the world on a colder version of the same rule. Winners don't fear reality, and they don't hide from the truth about their own flaws and weaknesses. He drew a hard line against the word try, calling it an open invitation to failure, a pre-built excuse for the moment fear wins. You either did the thing that scared you, or you built yourself an alibi in advance for not doing it. Cus D'Amato's whole teaching sits underneath both of them. Fear doesn't get smaller as you get better at anything. It just becomes the raw material you're expected to convert into fire instead of retreat. The man who turns away from what he has to face stays the same size forever. The one who turns toward it on purpose, tonight and tomorrow and the night after, is the only one who grows. Run tonight through that filter. Where did you catch the fear and name it honestly, the way Goggins forces himself to at the mirror? Where did you do the thing anyway without the safety of trying, the way Grover demanded of his cleaners? And where did you feel the exact same fear a hero would have felt, and quietly turn the other way? Be honest about the turning, not just the feeling. Feeling afraid isn't the failure. Everyone in this equation, hero and coward both, felt it. The only thing tonight's reckoning actually grades is the direction you moved once you felt it. There's a reason all three land in the same place from three different corners of the same problem: a boxing trainer, an ultra-endurance performance coach, and a man who stood in front of his own mirror to survive himself. None of them found a way to make the fear smaller. They found a way to make the turning toward it automatic enough that the size stopped mattering as much as the direction. Tomorrow's standard is the exact moment tonight's audit found you turning away, not a general resolution to be braver. If you turn toward the fear today, name what it cost you to do it, and be ready to pay that same cost again tomorrow, because Grover's standard doesn't get easier just because you cleared it once. If you turned away, name the specific moment, not the general mood of the day, the exact instant fear showed up first, and put yourself back in front of that same moment tomorrow on purpose, before the excuse has time to reorganize itself into a reason. The fear isn't going anywhere. It shows up again tomorrow, identical, unimpressed by tonight's audit. The only thing that changes is whether you've already decided, ahead of time, which way you're going to turn. Tomorrow, win before they wake.